Hi there everybody, it's Verity here from inkybutterfly.wordpress.com. Thank you for joining me today. So today this is a special video hop with the Stamp Around UK folks. So it's really important that you have a look in the description bar and have a look at all the links that I've put in there for all the other participants in today's video hop. Okay, the theme that we're all working to is sparkle and shine. So my cards are going to feature this beautiful rainbow glimmer paper. I think that picks up that it's all sparkling on there. And I've just added a few rhinestones as well, but it's really nice and bright, and a really nice sentiment that I've chosen from the Waterfront stamp set. This is the only stamp set I've got now with the old green brown branding on there. They're all black and white now, but so this one's been around for a while. I haven't used it a ton, but I really liked this sentiment to fit in with my design. So that's what we're going to use today, and a few dies as well. So I'm just going to put that out the way for a second. I'm surrounded by stuff. So yeah, so the rainbow glimmer paper features around sort of 6 colours. So there's sort of a blue-green version, or portion if you like. Granny apple green, Bermuda bay and gorgeous grape are the colours that I've used to complement that. Okay, the glimmer paper has been cut with the Stitched So Sweetly dies. So those come with these beautiful scalloped and stitched rectangles, and they also come with these lovely labels that they coordinate with the stamp set. This isn't how they come, but I just have them to hand because I use them so much. And then the white panel, I've used my stitched rectangles, and it's actually the third from the smallest that I've used there. Okay, so that's what I've used to die cut. And what we're going to do is replicate the card, but with the other portion of the glimmer paper, and that looks like this. I forgot to put my light on again, haven't I? Get rid of that nasty shadow, or eliminate it. So this is the other end, if you like, of the glimmer paper. So it comes on I've got one full strip somewhere. There we are. So this would be the whole strip, which I've cut down, and we move through this portion, and it's been cut here, and I've got this additional portion here. So here we've got some rich raspberry. I think it's actually Magenta Madness, but we're going to switch it out for Melon Mambo and Mango Melody. That's what we're using today, and we're going to invert one, I think, and have a little look at how we can play with those colours. So they're already die cut, and I've also got my 2 Whisper White card bases, and I have already die cut my stitched rectangles, because I just thought we could quickly stamp those up and go from there, really. Just looking for some scrap paper that isn't too distracting. So I use this scrap paper a lot, so use it over and over again so that you can not messing up my background. This is actually the mini grid paper that fits with the Stamper Artist tool. So it comes on a pad like the grid paper, so you get loads on there. And it's got metric and imperial measurements on there as well. Okay, right. So what I'm going to do is stamp my trees first. Here they are. I've already mounted them up onto a D block. I'm going to use our rich raspberry ink for that. Okay, and we're going to do a little bit of stamping off as well, so that we get the depth in the background, so you can see those trees that are higher up are faded away, so that's 2nd generation ink. and then we'll fill in the background. So we're actually going to stamp off twice. It's a really dark colour, rich raspberry, really nice. Put those in first. Another really great use of your grid paper. Okay, so that's already in, and then we can put our darker ones in the foreground. Okay, so now that those are in place, we can see where we want to put those. And we'll do the same with the other panel as well. Okay, ink pad is really, really juicy, so that's going to just take a moment or two to dry. I'll do the same again, stamp off twice. So you never really get the same look again, if you know what I mean. It's always going to be slightly different, but that's how we'd have it in nature as well. I'm just making sure those trunks end up off the page as well. In not one of my other ones, they're floating a little bit, so it looks like the trees are in the air. Okay, so there's our trees. So let's get that away and get that ink pad, that stamp cleaned off quickly, because the ink does stain somewhat. So I'm just going to give that a quick clean. Just bear with. Staining is not a problem. It doesn't transfer onto your future projects. I just like to try and minimise it as much as possible. I like things to look nice. I'm just fussy. Okay, right, so that bit's done. Okay, so I'm just going to fold that over. Don't particularly need the scrap paper, but I thought we'll just keep using it. So the sentiment we're going to use, let's keep with this one. So every little kindness makes the world brighter. I think that's just super duper, and given the climate that we're in right now, I think that's really, really cool as well. So I'm just having an eyeball as to how close to the top of the trees those are. Okay, so like I say, I've picked out, instead of using the ink pads, I'm using the Stampin' White markers, because I want to have a two-tone sentiment. You could stamp it in one colour, but I wanted all three colours to show on the panel. Okay, this one I kind of did half and half, and then I decided that it would look nice with the different fonts in different colours. So choice is yours as to which you prefer. I actually quite liked having that highlighted portion of the on those words. So let's use the Melon Mambo marker. This is the brush tip that I'm using sort of on its side. I'm not using the very end of it, so we don't damage the tip. The ink in these markers will be the same as the ink pads, so everything coordinates fantastically. Just caught the bottom of those letters there, so I just want to wipe that off. And then we'll use the mango, again, brush tip on the side. It's not such an intense colour, so we'll see how this turns out. And on the other card, what I might do is see how this turns out, and then this might be better for the chunkier lettering of the highlight words. So we'll do both and see. So you get a different look. Nothing to stop you incorporating all three colours, of course. You could have done the two accent words in different colours, or these two portions in different colours, bringing in the rich raspberry. So the magic touch when you're using markers is that it's such a thin layer of ink that it will start to dry on your stamp, and so you have to huff on it, so the moisture from your breath just reactivates that ink. And I'm just trying to line that up with the stitching at the top and plonk that down like so. Just press straight down, press real firm, hold it down for a couple of seconds because we do have, you know, the ink isn't as wet as it would be in an ink pad. And I think, oh, that looks nice. Cool, like it. Okay, so that's number one. So we'll wipe this off and we'll do the opposite colours. Okay, so we'll use the mango for the big words. Like so. Okay. The other really good tool you could use for this kind of technique is the Stamparatus. Just wanted to. So if you did want to have more of a blended, graduated sentiment, that gives you the opportunity to stamp in several colours using an ink pad. But you'll know that the stamp will go back down on exactly the same place. You won't get any double vision on it. Okay, so again we'll do the magic cuff. I think this might look nice because we've got the orange near the trees, which might be more of a contrast, but it does overlap the trees. So again, we're just going to hold that down just for a good couple of seconds with some firm pressure and lift that off. Okay. So we've got two toppers there, using the same technique and just mixing up those colours slightly. So up to you which way around you prefer to do that. Okay. Or you could go for you know, more of a gradient sentiment if you wished. Okay, and we're also going to lay these out onto the glimmer paper with the colours sort of upside down, if you like. So we've got the dark colour at the bottom here, orange at the top, orange at the bottom on this one. So we're all using, it's all the same product, but we'll give you a very different look to your cards. Okay, let's stick these boys down then. We'll just use our Stampin' Seal, get these down flat. Nice strong adhesive. Oh, the other really great thing about this glitter paper, by the way, if any of you have ever used glitter paper before and been frustrated because you find it on your desk for weeks and months later, this glitter paper does not shed at all. So you can see on my desk I've got no little glitzy bits anywhere. If you rub real hard, something will come off. But you know, regular glimmer paper, even if you did that, you'd be covered in glitter and it just doesn't come off at all. Okay, so that's another real advantage of the Stampin' Up glitter. There are other non-shed brands around, but I've never found them to be as good as this. Okay, so I'm just trying to make sure that that's straight. It's not always easy when you've got a small panel and with a scalloped edge and whatever. These two boys are going to go on with dimensional, so I'm just going to grab those. I need to start a new sheet. So I'm going to put one in each corner and one in the middle. Like so. The glimmer paper it is a textured surface, so the dimensionals will stick, but it won't be as strong as it would be if it was straight onto regular cardstock. So just to help that out, we're going to add a little spot of wet glue on top of the dimensionals. And when that dries, that will be absolutely rock solid, but you'll still get the dimension from the foam. Okay, so we'll just put little dabs. Oops, let's Let's not chuck it about all over the place, shall we not? Only a little speck. We're not replacing the adhesive, we're just reinforcing it. Okay. Also, it's good if you are trying to position something, because it does just give you that little moment or two of wriggle room. Okay, so we're just going to put these down. See, you just got those couple of seconds just to make sure. So the dimensional will grab it instantly, and the glue will dry and make that a really nice strong bond. So that's all super wonky. But I've just got that couple of moments to wiggle that around and get it straight. Sometimes it's hard to see in my filming angle whether things are straight, so I'll just lift that up. Okay, so that's the broad bones of the card. We're just going to bring in our rhinestones. There's loads of different rhinestones in the catalogue that coordinate with various sweets and gems and all sorts of things. But I'm just going with the basic, what they call them, the basic rhinestones, I think. And these are self-adhesive. Give those a really good press. If you feel like you want more glue on the back of them, just add. You can add a speck of the multi-purpose, like I've just done. I feel like I need to use up this medium one just because it's all on its own, so let's just stick him on. So the three rhinestones form a visual triangle, even if it is a bit of a weird triangle, and it does sort of draw you right into the design. So that's my sort of pink-orange version of that card, and these were our original ones. Okay, so I hope you've liked those. They're really nice and simple to put together. These don't have to be die cut, they could just be rectangles you've cut on the trimmer as well, so if you don't have those particular dies, it doesn't stop you from creating something similar. I really hope you've enjoyed that. Like I say, if you do click below onto the description and follow all the other YouTube channel links, there'll be lots more ideas using other glitzy and sparkly products. Thank you very much for joining me today, and I will see you all very, very soon. Take care, everyone. Okay, bye.